Ladies and gentlemen, I am our banner pilot. Welcome back, and yeah, so this is a bit of an older video. This is one of the few that I did back in Ferndale. If you guys have been following the channel, you'll know that I did one for, or I posted two of them that I did for Silent Hill 2. Those ones actually had me talking. This one was supposed to be just like a bunch of item grinding and whatnot. I was actually going to record these and then just leave them, without narrations or anything like that, because it's just item collecting at this point, at least as far as I remember. But yeah, so at this point, we have the light suit by the looks of it. We've got a couple things. We've got a couple energy tanks left to go, bunch of missile expansions to go, and a bunch of power bomb expansions as well. So, it's going to take a little while, but I'm not too concerned about it. As of this point, I still have yet to complete, or to actually get all the items and stuff. It's just such a long process. And, I've probably mentioned this before, but this is definitely not my favorite game in the Metroid Prime series. So, item collection is not really one of my priorities for the most part when I play through this. I am going to do it this time, though, because the ending does explain a couple things. I was originally going to do it with Metroid Prime 1, but I ended up missing a couple items, I guess, and just didn't pan out. But this time I'm going to try. I don't know how long it'll take me. Expect a lot of videos, though. This process is such a painful one. But yeah, I don't really have... Oh, wow, that's a close call with Metroid right there. I guess I should explain, if I haven't explained what that is. That right there is a dark Metroid. It's basically just a corrupted Metroid, thanks to the atmosphere. In this game, since you don't have the light or the ice beam, you don't really... What is that? Oh, it's a Metroid carrying a space pirate. That's kind of cool. But since this game doesn't have the ice beam, instead of using the ice beam as a way to freeze them, you use, for normal Metroids, the dark beam, which acts as the ice beam. It freezes enemies if you shoot them with a charge shot. Or at least I think it freezes them. I'm pretty sure it does. But it definitely freezes Metroids. And, all you really have to do is shoot a missile at them and it kills them pretty quickly. These guys, though, are the exact opposite. You actually use this game's version of the plasma beam, I would say. Basically, you use the light beam, and that kills them quicker. The Metroid Prime series is kind of an interesting set of games because... Wow, that one was huge. It's an interesting set of games because in all the other Metroid games, just throughout the whole Metroid series, they all have to be killed with the ice beam missile combo, which is where you shoot them with an ice beam and then you shatter them to pieces with a missile. The Metroid Prime series, it definitely helps when you use the ice beam, but you can kill them with a normal power beam as well, and it works just as well. But in this game, we don't really have a choice. So anyway, right now we're in the dark version of, I want to say, the temple grounds. Over over there is a power-up, I think. Yeah, that's a missile expansion. Yeah, I've been kind of dreading coming back to this one. Not that I don't want to produce videos for you guys or anything like that. It's just this game is definitely not my forte. And at this point, it's all item collection, which doesn't really make for a fun experience, if you ask me. Again, I almost thought about not even releasing those videos because honestly, it's all just item collection. Heck, I might not even talk about the game during these sections. There's not a whole lot left to talk about. Heck, I might even bring on guests to talk and stuff. Make it into like a little podcast shindig or something like that. But, yeah. Oh, that was a horrible screw attack. Nope, nothing up there. What I'm doing right now is I'm using the visors kind of to see if there's any hidden walls or energy signatures that I'm missing. This right here's a seeker missile door. There's not a whole lot of them. They're kind of a pointless gimmick, but it is what it is. Scanning through all the Luminoth that are kind of just dead out here and stuff. Sometimes they'll have neat little story or they'll have little stories that go with them and stuff, but you know, most of the time it's just a generic corpse. Got a cat behind me, and she's getting in all kinds of trouble. If I had the webcam set up, well, wait, no, it's not set up. Yeah, if I had the webcam set up, I'd totally show you guys. But it's all good. Oh, I got an Ing warrior back there. At this point, you can just screw attack through him, and I think it instantly kills him. Sorry, these videos are kind of quiet and stuff. I don't really have much to say. It would have been better for me to have recorded the audio while I was in Ferndale, or shortly after I moved. Yeah, see, there you go. That right there, I think, insta-killed him. But, yeah. I guess I can go ahead and talk about, oh, there's a hunter key. So, I think I explained this the last time, but at this point in the game, not only are we collecting items to get 100% completion, we're also looking for Sky Temple keys, which is kind of like artifact hunting from Metroid Prime 1. Essentially, we need to collect all these keys scattered across Aether to unlock the Sky Temple, which is the final area in the game. I think at this point we have like 3 or 4 of them, and I think there's 9 total. I find these ones to be a little more annoying than the artifacts. That was a good kill. The artifacts, at least, were, you didn't have to go out of your way to find them all hidden and stuff. Typically, they were in a pretty obvious location. There are also hints, too. And technically, there's hints in this one. If you go to the Sky Temple entrance, I think, they have like a bunch of little pillars that you can read that tell you, or that give you hints where they're at and stuff. But honestly, I've only ever beaten this game once. And when I went through it that time, I never used the hints. In fact, when I played this game back in the day, I actually had a guide to show me how to get through them and stuff. Heck, I might even get that guide again. It was from the library, if I remember correctly. But, one sec. Sorry. My cat was clawing at something. Got a little worried. Thought I was trying to chew the cords. But anyway, I used a guide to beat this the last time, and I'd never returned to it since. I think there's something to say about the Annihilator beam when you use it against the little light thingies. The light beacons, I mean. I think they supercharge them, and they make your health go a lot faster. Yeah, just vaporize that one pirate up there. Yeah, gotta love pirate commandos. These are like one major gripe that I have. They're pretty much, well, I'm sure I've mentioned this in other videos, but just to reiterate, these are pretty much the same as the Chozo Ghosts. I find them to be a little more annoying because, sorry, my roommate's leaving and I've got the window open. It's kind of scared me. But these guys, they jump around, they teleport. The only difference between these guys and the Chozo Ghosts is that these guys will eventually go away, which is nice, but it's, I don't know, just makes it a little more of a pace breaker because you still technically have to wait for them to go. It's easier to wait for them to go away. So this is a part I remember. So yeah, basically that door requires me to hit these keys or these sonic emitters in a certain way. I think the rest of this video is just me trying to figure this out. Yeah, I do not like this puzzle because you have to hit them in a certain sequence, and then you know, it'll unlock for you. The only problem is, I think I've only found 3 of them in this area when there's 4 of them in total. So, yeah, just a lot of, you know, hunting around the area, trying to find everything. And at this point, I think I've already got a headache from playing through, or from just playing as much as I have. Now, to say this, I'm not saying that I'm disappointed that I started playing this game or anything like that. It's definitely a decent entry in the Metroid series, and I am going through all the Metroid games, so I have to play them all, or at least all the ones that I have. I don't have Metroid Federation Force or the Samus Returns one. And I don't have Metroid Prime Pinball, but that one I'm willing to pass up on. Honestly, Federation Force is one I'm willing to pass up on too. That one's just a spin-off. Samus Returns, though, that one's one that I'd really like to try and play. I have no means of recording it, unfortunately, but at some point I would love to play that for a stream. And just to add to my collection. I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, here I go, looking for that fourth emitter. You see the 3 there, and the worst part is you can actually like um, look around and see all these emitter symbols pop up. I think what was supposed to happen here though was I was supposed to hit the door or something like that after I hit it, or after I hit the third one in the sequence. I could be wrong though. I don't know if I ever figured this out. The rest of the videos could just very well be me trying to figure this out. But I think at this point... Oh, please don't hit that. Oh, please don't do it. Oh, you reset the whole thing. Ah, man. Such an awful time with this area. Shoot the door. Oh no, it's not one of those that you just hit the door for the last one. So yeah, this room just sucks. Ugh. Yeah, definitely a guide game. Oh man. And like I said, it's not like these emitters are hard to find either. It's just this one specific one just isn't showing up. The rest of them you can see like straight through walls and stuff. The little symbols for them, you know, do phase through the walls, telling you exactly where they are. I don't know why this fourth one is such a pain in the butt. Um, yeah, it just blows my mind. I'm sure I'll find it at some point. And at this point, it was one of those days that I just had a bunch of time to kill. So, um, yeah. I'll say this, you know, I really miss uh, the days I lived in Ferndale. This is like, oh, was it back there? No, maybe it wasn't. Um, you know, back when I was living in Ferndale, I felt like I had all the time in the world to do these videos and stuff. Nowadays, I have it more so, or I just have more freedom to do them without any interruptions or whatever. But yeah, I'm going through the portal at this point. But yeah, back in the day, you know, it was just easier to get things done. I think at this point, I'm pretty much at the end of the level, or I'm at the end of this video. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Hopefully next time we'll see if I can open that stupid door. But till then, you guys have a fantastic day, night, wherever you may be. You guys, you know, take care.